Hello everyone. Let us continue with the analysis of beams in this ANSYS. So we have another problem which is consisting of three steps. And the first step is having cross section of 50 into 60 millimeter square, and the second step is 40 into 50 millimeter square, and the third step is 30 into 40 millimeter square. So the beam node 1 and node 4 of the beam element are completely fixed, and the complete two beams are subjected to the uniformly varying load. So UVL of 100 Newton per meter to 200 Newton per meter for the first beam element, and for the second beam element it is subjected to an uniformly varying load of 200 Newton per meter to 0 Newton per meter. So for this particular problem, maybe the units are in terms of millimeter. I will going to choose as it is. So the length of the first beam element is 500 mm, second beam element is 400 mm, and the third beam element is 300 millimeter. So for this particular problem, we have to find out the stresses in all the beam elements, strain in all the beam elements, and also we have to have the shear force and bending moment diagram for the complete beam problem. So let us try to have the answers for this particular problem. Let us go to the preference. It is a structural problem. Say OK. So preprocessor element type added a delete add. So it is a beam 2D elastic 3 element. To close, go to the real constant, add a delete add. OK. So the area of the first beam element is 50 into 60, and its height is 60 mm, and area is bh cube by 12. So let us write here as 50 into 60, and the area moment of inertia as bh cube by 12. So 50 h is a 60, it's a cube divided by 12, and height of the first beam element is 60. Say apply. So the second set is let us check the values. So it is 40 into 50. So 40 into 50 is the value of area, 40 into 50, and area moment of inertia will be 40 into 50 cube divided by 12, and height will be equals to 50 mm. So these are the second set values of the second step beam. Say apply. Third is the third beam element, which is having the values as 30 into 40. So which is 30 into 40, and the area moment of inertia will be 30 into 40 cube uh, divided by 12, and the value of height will be 40 mm. Say OK. So I have created three sets corresponding to the three beam elements. Go to the material properties, material models. So it is a structural, a linear element, elastic element, isotropic. So Ex value for the first element is three different values are there. E1 as 2 into 10 to the power of 5 MPa, E2 as 1 into 10 to the power of 5, and E3 as 0.8 10 to the power of 5. So it is 2 into 10 to the power of 5. Poisson's ratio, you can choose it as 0.3. Say OK. So go to the material, new model, OK. So it is an isotropic material. So having the value as the second element is having Young's modulus as 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square, and Poisson's ratio will choose it as 0.25. So the third element is having the Young's modulus as 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5, and Poisson's ratio as zero point 0.2. Say OK. Close. Next, go to the modeling, create nodes in active coordinate system. So node number 1, say it is 0, 0, apply. node number 2 in terms of millimeter only, 500 length. So 500 comma 0 is the coordinates of node 2. Say apply. And node number 3, it is say 900 comma 0. Say apply. And node number 4, it is say 1200 comma 0. It seems, yes, it is 1200 comma 0. Say OK. I have created the four nodes here. Go to the element attributes, material number 1 and real constant set number 1. Auto numbered through nodes, select between node 1 and 2, say OK. So element attributes, we have to change for the second element, material number 2, real constant set number 2. Through nodes, I will connect between 2 and 3, say OK. Element attributes, so auto numbered through nodes. So they are for material number 3 and real constant set number 3 between 3 and 4, say OK. So I have created 3 beam elements. Now looking at the problem, node 1 and node 4 are completely fixed. So go to loads, define loads, apply loads, structural loads. So displacement on nodes, select node 1 and node 4, say OK. All degrees of freedom are constrained. Now we have the pressure value, that is UDL or UVL, which is acting on the beam element on beam. So on the second beam element, first beam element, it is acting from 100 Newton per millimeter to 200 Newton per millimeter. Say apply. And for the second beam element, it is acting from 200 to 0. 200 at node I, 0 at node number G. Say OK. So these are the values of loads which are acting on the beam given problem. So this is preprocessor. Go to the processor, that is solution, solve current load setup problem, say OK. Then go to the general post processor, then element table. I will going to define the table first. So user label for item as stress. So by sequence number, it is LS2. Say apply. Then user label for item as strain. By sequence number, it is LEPL2 to find out the strain value. To know the shear force and bending moment diagram, so user label for item, you can type it as SFI. So by sequence number, it is SMIC2. Say apply. And user label for item as SFJ, SFJ. And by sequence number, it is LS8. User label for item, it is BMI, BMI. By sequence number, it is SMIC6. Say apply. And user label for item, say BMG. And by sequence number, I can write it as LS12. Say OK. So these are the codings I have done for finding the stress, strain, and also to know the shear force and bending moment diagrams. So go to the plot results, contour plot, nodal solution, DOF solution, that is, you can say the displacement vector sum. So these are the values. I can check the shear force and bending moment diagram here from SFI to SFJ. Say OK. So this is the shear force diagram for the complete beam problem. So you can also check the bending moment diagram between the beam element. So this is the bending moment diagram, and the values can be seen through the ribbon bar. So we can also check the displacement, nodal solution, DOF solution, the displacement vector sum. So these are the value of displacement at a different location. That is along y direction only we have the displacement values. So we can also check the stress and strain values for the complete beam problem. So these are the value of stresses and strains corresponding to 3 beams, beam 1, beam 2, beam 3. So for these 3 elements, we have the corresponding stress and strain values. So this is the one problem which I want to solve. Let us go for another problem wherein we have just a minute. So I will go to new share. For this, I want to show the uh, this I want to share. So there is another problem of beam. So right. So this I will going to solve. So there are three beam elements here again. Beam one between node 1 and 2. Second element is between 2 and 3. And the third element is between 3 and 4. So the area of the first beam element is 20 into 30. Second is 40 into 50. And third is 20 into 30. So there is a load of 20,000 Newton at node number 4. There is a moment of 100 Newton millimeter at node number 3. And UDL of intensity 100 Newton per millimeter for the second element. So there are four elements here, four beam elements between 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Here I have considered two elements because there is a load of 20,000 Newton. So the values are given here in terms of area, height, and area moment of inertia also. So let us solve this particular problem through ANSYS. So new set, I will go to the ANSYS. Go to the preference, structural problem it is. Preprocessor, element type, add, edit, delete, add. So it is a beam, 2D elastic 3 element. Next, real constant, add, edit, delete, add, OK. So the area of the first beam element is 20 into 30. It is 20 into 30. So area moment of inertia is 20 into 30. It's a cube divided by 12. And height is, of course, it is 30 mm. Say it is 30 mm, hopefully 20 mm, sorry. So it is nothing but it is BH cube. So 20 into 30, it is H into B. Okay. So it is 20 cube. Okay. 30 into 20 cube divided by 12. So this height can be 20 now. Say apply. The second beam element, we having the area of 40 into 50. So that is, I type it as 50 into 40. So here 50 into 40 cube divided by 12 and height as 40 mm. Say apply. And the third set is, it is same as the first set it seems. Yes, it is same as the first set, so no need to create the third set. So there are two sets that are sufficient for solving the problem. So go to the material properties, material models. It is a structural problem, linear problem, elastic problem, isotropic problem. So the Young's modulus of the first and second steps is 2 into 10 to the power of 5, and the second step is 1.9. I will choose correspondingly. So 2E5 for the first step and the third step, and Poisson's ratio as 0.3. Poisson's ratio as 0.3. Say OK. And for the second element, it is 1.9 e power 5, and Poisson's ratio, I will choose it as 0.25. Say OK. So I have defined the material properties, hopefully, which as it is not seeing in the video, it seems. So try to understand, as I have created the material properties in terms of E1, E2, E3. So E1 and E3 are same, so I have created one set. E2 is different, I have created other set. So go to modeling now, create. So there are 5 nodes in active coordinate system. So node number 1, which is say 0, 0, and node number 2 is at a distance of 200, 0. Say apply. Node number 3 is at a distance of 600, 0, 600, 0. Say apply. Node number 4 is at a distance of 700 comma 700 comma 0, and node number 5, which is 800 comma 0, 800 comma 0, say okay. So let us create the element attributes through nodes. So element attributes, material number 1, real constant set number 1. So between 1 and 2, it is the only one element, say okay. So element attributes, real constant set number 2, material number 2, say okay. Auto numbered through nodes between 2 to 3, say okay. Now element attributes shifts to 1 and 1, that is material number 1 and real constant set number 1. Auto numbered through nodes between 3 and 4, there is one element, and other element between 4 and 5. So this is the problem wherein I have created the 4 beam elements, sorry. So beam 1 having set 1 of material and real constant. Beam 2 is of set 2 of material and real constant, and beam 3 and beam 4 are also of set 1 having real constant set number 1 and material number 1. So looking at the problem, node number 1 is completely fixed. Node number 2, 3 and 5 are having the ruler support. So I will go to the loads, uh, loads, define loads, apply loads, structural loads. So displacement, so displacement on nodes. So node 1 is completely fixed. Its all degrees of freedoms are fixed. And on nodes, node number 2, 3 and 5 are having the ruler support, that is UI constraint. And it is subjected to a force of what is the value? So at node number 4, it is subjected to 20,000 Newton force in the downward y direction. So 20,000 Newton in FY direction minus 20,000, sorry, minus 20,000 Newton force at node number 4. And at node number 3, it is having a moment value, having magnitude of 100 Newton millimeter. I will just say 100 Newton millimeter, say okay. So we will not see this moment which is shown by a dot here. So pressure value for uh, element number 2, so that is on beams. For the second element, having pressure value at node I as 200 and at node J is also 200. So it is, sorry, 100 is there, 100 at node I and 100 at node J. So this is the pressure value. So this is the preprocessor wherein I have created the nodes, elements, I have defined the boundary conditions, I have defined the loading conditions. So let us solve this problem, a current load setup problem. The solution is done. Now go to the general post processor. So first of all, I will going to create a table. So here I will going to choose the user label as stress by sequence number. You can say it is LS2, apply, and to find the strain, type here as strain, and by sequence number, I will write it as LEPL2. And to know the shear force value, I will type it as SFI, and by sequence number, it is SMISC2, say apply, and shear force at point G. Point G, it is by sequence number, it is LS8. Say apply, and to know the bending moment value, it is BMI at by sequence number, it is SMIC6. Say apply, and user label for item as BMG, and by sequence number, it is LS12. Say okay. So these are the user labels I have created. So go to the plot results, contour plot, nodal solution, displacement vector sum. So this is the displacement corresponding to the given problem. I will list the plot the shear force and bending moment in this here. So plot results, contour plot, so line element results between SFI and SFG. So this is the shear force diagram. So to check the bending moment diagram between the node I and node J, so select the BMI and BMJ. So this is the bending moment diagram. So we can list the results in terms of displacement, that is nodal solution, displacement vector sum. So these are the displacement values. And we can also check the stress and strain value. So element table data, stress and strain. So these are the value of stresses and strains in different elements of the given problem. So like this, you can have the solution for the problem. So thank you everyone for watching this video.